Hello Lines, this is your English 1 PreAP Romeo and Juliet research project video helper. You're going to go to, oh that's not right. Hello Ready Lines, this is your English 1 PreAP Romeo and Juliet research video helper. You are going to go to readylibrary.com and you are going to click on the Romeo and Juliet research for English 1. This video will be linked here and embedded down here. When you're here, you're going to click on the click here and it will open up the Romeo and Juliet group for this particular assignment. Up here in the view instructions, there is an MLA Works Cited template that you can use to keep your citations on. You are going to make a copy of that and it will look like this. This is a copy of your assignment that your teachers gave you, and then also the rubric for your reference. Here are the research topics, so I'm going to just copy and paste the research topic that I'm going to do into the different things down here. So this is an MLA citation guide that you can use if you need to refer to it at all. This is just, will open up your Google Drive, so those are just a couple of basic resources for you. Just as a reminder that the types of sources that you use are not the databases themselves, but the types of sources that are in them, and different types of sources are in different databases. So I tell you about the source, and then I also tell you what database you can find that source in right there, okay? So that is there for you. Also, this document is in here. This is your using sources with academic integrity document. And so down here, you can see all the different tools and resources that I give you for using sources. All right, down, and then the different resources that are in here. So we have some things. So I'm going to start with what I think you should start with and kind of work from there. So Britannica School is just an encyclopedia, and if you don't know very much about your topic, you can put in your topic and find out more about your topic this way. Oh, this is not right. This is the Queen Elizabeth, the ship. We don't want that. Queen Elizabeth. This one right here. This is what we want. Nope. Also not the right one. Let's see. Queen Elizabeth. Should be. Let's see. Alright, so Queen Elizabeth the First is who you're going to be looking up, for who I'm looking up. And so this will just give you some basic information about who she was, what her rule entailed, all of that kind of stuff. So if I wanted to use any of the information from this article, I would click on the Cite button here. I would change it and make sure that it's MLA, and then I would copy and paste this citation into my Works Cited. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can do Control-Shift-V, and you can paste your citation that way. That way it maintains the formatting of the template document that you're using, okay? All right. Another source that you might want to use is Student Resources in Context. And so if I click on this and wait for it to open, so then I can do, oops, Queen Elizabeth, Elizabeth the First. Okay, and so then over here you'll notice these are the different types of sources. So there's 4 articles in the featured content, there's 42 reference articles, 30 biographies, 1 primary source, there's 19 images, there's magazines, news, academic journals, etc. So depending on what your topic is about with Queen Elizabeth will depend on what types of articles you want to look at, and then also you know, in what context, if you need to narrow this down to a different type of topic surrounding her. Okay. Since you are going to be using images, though, I do want to quickly touch on images that you can use for this project. So if I want to click on images, and then let's say I want to use, this image right here, I would click on it, and I would come over here to the Citation Tools, MLA 8th, and then I would copy and paste this citation into my Works Cited. Okay, and so then I have the citation for that. Now if I come back over here and let's say I'm going to the biographies and I want to find out about Queen Elizabeth, again I would come up here to Citation Tools, and then if I end up using this article I would put this citation into my Works Cited. Okay, alright. So some of these resources are ebooks, and so if they have this little book symbol on them, that means that they are an ebook. We do have the audio version of Romeo and Juliet in here as well that you can listen to if you would like. So if I wanted to use one of these ebooks, so let's just open, let's say I wanted to use this one, I would click Open Now. And then the information in here is going to be the table of contents, or I could also go to the index if I wanted to look specifically Elizabeth I and late Tudor England. That looks like an article that I might want to use. So then I would come up here to Citation Tools, and I would again grab the citation and place that in my Works Cited page. If I want to cite an ebook like this, okay, this is the actual Romeo and Juliet, then I would need to go to the eye and click Cite and choose this MLA 8 citation right here. And then that will provide me with the citation for the book. Okay. There are some other databases in here that you may want to use, some other ebooks. You're just going to have to kind of peruse them and figure out, which ones have the information that you need based on your topic. Okay. The other thing for images that we have in here is Britannica Image Quest. So if you click on Britannica Image Quest, and I put in Queen Elizabeth I. Okay, so now here are the 1,066 images for Queen Elizabeth I. One thing you can do is you can sort them by shape. So if you want a square image, you can click on that, and then choose your images that way. So if I wanted, this image right here, then I would go to Cite, and I would grab the MLA 8 citation and use that for my Works Cited page. Okay. If you should be able to find any images that you need for this assignment in either Britannica Image Quest or in ABC Clio, Student Resource and Context. There are plenty of databases here and plenty of images for most of these. If you do need to go to Google and grab an image, you must choose an image that is copyright free. So you need a Google image search and then click on Tools and then click Labeled for Reuse, and then you still have to cite that image. Okay, so for instance, if I go to Google and I do Queen Elizabeth I and I click on those images, okay, this is where I would go to Tools, Usage Rights, Labeled for Reuse. Okay, and then if I was going to choose an image, I would need to visit the page that that image is from, and from here I would use my Cite This For Me extension, and I would grab the citation for this site using my Cite This For Me extension. You want to make sure that you click on MLA, and then you would grab the citation just like that for your image. Okay, so then you should have a very thorough and complete works cited with all of your citations and everything right there. I do want to point out that in Mac and VA, and I'm going to show you guys Scribble when you're here, here's a link to Scribble, so if you decide you want to use Scribble, it is a great place to house all of your links, citations, and resources for this assignment. As always, if you guys have any questions or you need any further assistance, please feel free to come see me in the library, or you can email me, lambertin@friscoisd.org. Thanks, guys.